Podcast Network is brought to you by Edge Boost, the bank account built for bettors. Sign up today at edgeboost.bet, promo code SGPN, and get a free Refs or Terrorists t-shirt. Claim your free shirt at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/refs. Get all your free picks and podcasts for the Stanley Cup, College Baseball World Series, NBA Finals, and whatever else you need on the SGPN app. Get it wherever you get your apps. We're here, US Open, and I mean, how excited we're here, Oakmont. It's such a great test, such a great golf course. And I'm happy to report that I am here. I am in Pittsburgh. I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Walked the course today. A great test of G. And I'm ready to run through the DFS board. It should be a really, really fun week. It's a damn US Open. It's one of the best weeks of the year, week in, week out. So let's not waste any time. Let's talk about the top of the board. We have one, two, three, four, five golfers at $10,000 and above. And now the question is, where do we go? We have a 5K range this week, so we could easily build with these golfers. Scotty's 14.4, it's damn near record pricing, I would assume. So let's talk about each one. Who are we going to go with? I think we should split this into two. I have to pick one guy between Scotty, Rory, Bryson, and if I have to pick one guy between Xander and Rob. So Scotty, Rory, Bryson. Who are we thinking? I think off rip, I was like, Scotty, positional bomber. I want Scotty more, no matter what. But the more that I see the course, the more that I walk the course, the more that I think about how it's going to play, I really, and this is rare for me, I really like Bryson. I don't love live guys in these events. I don't love live guys ever. But Bryson, what he's doing off the tee is from a different dimension. The crank driver is puts him in a different stratosphere amongst golfers, and he's proven that time and time again. He played great again last week. He's doing it. He obviously won this event last year, but I really think a otherworldly driving performance elevates you to a different level, and that Rory's not playing better right now. He's 12,000. He's $1,400 more expensive. So that makes you think. So I'm crossing off Rory, Scotty, and Bryce. I think people are going to try to get cute and play Rory. I don't think Rory's in for the best week just because of his current form. I don't think he cares. Like you win the Masters, it doesn't matter. Do whatever the frick you want, Rory. So I don't know, Rory, Scotty, or Bryson. I'm leaning Bryson. I really, really am because not that Scotty is. I mean, yeah, he's playing amazing. He's one of the best in every single category, but he misses a lot of fairways here and there. Bryson obviously will miss some fairways, but being that much longer and what he's doing off the tee is tough to imagine. He played really good at Quail. He just didn't make any putts. So I'm going with Bryson in this range between Xander and Rom. I'm gonna go with Xander. I I still am not all the way there yet on Xander. Obviously, Xander was my guy last year. He got me through it all, but I just can't trust Rom. I really can't trust Rom to keep it together for 72 holes on a golf course that if you have one, you can make a seven in a heartbeat on this golf course. And we know Rom, and like you can make a seven and be okay. Like I'm not saying that seven in a bad way, but Rom, when he makes a seven, you know what he'll do. He'll erupt, he'll go crazy, and he'll ruin his tournament right there. So I think Xander and Bryson are my men in this upper range. So let's go down to the 9K range. We got Colin 9.8 down to JT 9K flat. Only four golfers in this range. And I'll say right now, my favorite golfer in this range is Ludwig Aubert. Ludwig is finally playing some decent golf again. What did he finish at the what was it called? The Canadian Open. It was probably like a T30 something. Let me check. T13, but he had his best ball striking week. Now Ludwig gained 7.5, 7 point, almost 8 strokes ball striking. Let's see when the last time he did that. The last time Ludwig gained almost 8 strokes ball striking, we got to go back a long time. We got to go to the 2024 US Open. Oh, how the stars align. Oh, how it all makes sense. So, Ludwig 9.6 off of the best ball striking performance in a year. Come on. Come on now. I mean, blindly betting Ludwig, blindly playing Ludwig in questionable form. He won it in Torrey Pines in some very questionable form. The sky's the limit. We know he's going to win. We know he's going to get in the mix in majors, and these are great price. If he was in great form, he'd be 10-5. If he was in great form, he'd be 15-1. He'd be 20-1. We're going to discount on Ludwig. Take it and run. Second guy in this range probably would be JT. I think the price is great. I don't know why Cantlay's higher than him. I don't know why Colin is so much higher, like $800 more than JT. Who's won most recently in this range? JT. And he's playing phenomenal this year. I'm in on JT. I think he's a great play, but my favorite play is definitely Ludwig here. Let's go to this 8K range. Hold on, I gotta bring my screen down for a second. Tommy Ladd 8-8 down to these ranges are so short, which is really funny because like usually these ranges are big. I'm sure the 7K range is massive. Tommy 8-8 down to Decky 8-2. This range is very, very interesting because Tommy is expensive, but he's going to hit the ball well. He's going to hit fairways. He's going to hit greens, and he's going to backdoor his way into probably a T9. While the rest of these guys are super, super volatile, this is a golf course that screams Victor Hovland. It just you walk the fairways, you walk the entire property. It does not get more Victor Hovland than that. Northeast Bend, think Memorial, think Olympia Fields. This is Victor Hovland. So I really like Fleetwood and Hovland. Waco, the case for Waco is, can he do it in the majors? He wins every other damn week on Live. I don't know how much I love it because he's going to be a little chalky, I would think. I would rather go with Fleetwood. I'd rather go with Hovland. Brooks 8-2 in some horrendous form. Decky, I'm not buying it either, but when you're buying Decky at prices like this, good things surely happen. So gun to my head, my favorite play in this range is Victor, followed by Tommy. So let's get into the 7K range. Before we get into the 7K range, quick ad. Let's talk about Circa. Circa is an awesome place. Been there a few times out in Vegas, and I always had a great time at the Circa. So some you walk into Vegas, you walk into the Circa, and good things definitely do happen. But Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas is giving away the ultimate fantasy football experience for a 12-person league to draft in Vegas and be treated for VIPs for the day. You'll get a limo ride from the airport, a 5K tab for the stadium swim, and a hotel to stay for you and your 11 league mates. You can always get 15% off at the Circa properties with promo code SGP15. Enter the ultimate fantasy football contest for free at sportsgamblingpodcast.com/circa. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/circa. Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is going along for the NBA Finals with their extender bonus. Hop in game one, and the longer the series goes, the bigger the bonus gets. Sign up with code GOLF, SGPN, to claim your special pick, plus first-time deposit offer up to $1K in bonus credits. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code GOLF, SGPN. Okay, we will get to the 7K, 6K range, and 5K range right now. Shane Lowry leads it off 7K down to Windy C at 7K. So towards the top of this 7K range, Shane Lowry makes a ton of sense. Shane Lowry looks the part. Shane Lowry is very comfortable. He almost won here back in 2016 when DJ won here, and he's doing nothing but generationally strike. He looks very comfortably around these surfaces, around this golf course. So I think Shane could be in for a really good week. I think his dog is extremely low. I think he has zero chance to win. But we're talking DFS here. I think he's a nice pick for top 20. Another live guy that I really like, Tyrrell Hatton, a guy that hits the ball very straight, a guy that hits the ball very consistently, doesn't spin it. I like Tyrrell Hatton to have one of his better major finishes. I think it's a great price for him. Down towards the middle of this 7K range, this Keegan Finau Connors range, Cam Smith, LOL, is really enticing. I don't think you can go wrong with any of these guys. I think they all have really safe floors. If I have to pick one guy, it would be Tony Finau. Get really high Torrey Pines vibes from Tony Finau. So I think he should be in for a great week. You got to drive it long. You got to drive it straight. That's what Tony does. And think about it. He was right there at the end not at the end, but towards the middle of the round on Sunday at Quail Hollow, which is another stern ball striking test that requires you to be in it and be hitting stern and solid shots. So I like Tony Finau 7-3. Towards the bottom of this 7K range, Sam Burns off that nice week. Ben Griffin, if you're just playing Ben Griffin, this is the year of BG. Just play him. He's long. He hits his irons well, and he scrambles really well. So I'm down for BG at 7-2. And towards the bottom, I really like Sung J M, a guy who's going to hit fairways off the tee, and then he should scramble really well. I don't trust Sung Jae's iron game, but there's surely a route for driver plus around the green you gain 4 off the tee, you gain 3 off the tee, you gain another 3.5 around the green, and then 1 or 2 putting. You're finishing inside the top 20. So I really like Sung Jae to perform that route, 7K. So 7K range, my favorite plays Sung Jae, Ben Griffin, Tone, and then one of Hatton or Lowry. Okay, 6K range, but don't forget we have a 5K range this week. So I'm sure the 6K range is no, it's not that big. Okay, towards the top of the 6K range, Sahiv's out. That's really sad. We have J-Day, J-Rose, Siwoo Kim, P. Reed, Tom Kim. I really like P. Reed, and I really like the buy low spot for Tom Kim. Tom Kim has been horrible this year, but you get him on a golf course where you have to get long and straight drives, and he plays well on these golf courses that are kind of above his pay grade in terms of distance. But in his career, he's done well on them. So I think it's a really good, sneaky Tom Kim spot at $6,800. Matt McNeely's been a little bit in the dumps of late, but think of a golfer who's got a great high-end driver and can spike on the putting greens, Maverick McNeely. Towards the middle, I don't want to go back to Fox after the win. Berger did not look great today. A little nugget there. Harris English, US Open specialist, Torrey Pines comp, long and straight drives. I'd like him there. Cameron Young should be in for another great week. I liked Cameron Young last week. He almost got there for us. And I think there's another great test for Cameron Young. Davis Thompson, remember what he did at Torrey Pines. Think about that comp. I like Davis Thompson in that regard. Towards the bottom of the 6K range, I don't want to force Andrew Novak. I don't love any of these guys. I really don't. Except for 1. 2, actually. Ryan Gerard's going to be a little chalky, which concerns me at $6,100 because you definitely want to stay away from 6K chalk. But Matthew Pavone, $6,100, winner at Torrey Pines. And you think of a golf course that Matthew Pavone plays well on, it's a golf course that requires long and straight drives. That is what Pavs does best. That is what Pavs does to a T. So $6,100, Matthew Pavone is definitely one of my favorite plays, like honestly, on the entire board. He played great at the US Open last year on Bermuda. Obviously, it was Bermuda, but long and straight drives. Hold on, I'm just tweeting this link out real quick to get people in for the final few minutes of the show. Okay, bottom of the 6K range towards the top of the 5K range. Pull my screen down. So I would say 6K range, my favorite play is definitely Matthew Pavone. Kind of expensive, but whatever. Steven Yeager, 6K, will definitely light it up for one round with the driver. If that is in round 1 or 2, great, because he'll make it through the cut. But I could see one of the rounds, he's going to light it up with the driver. Hopefully, he can make it through the cut. Driver putter, DP World Tour, Sam Bairstow. That's what his recipe for success is. So if you don't know the name, definitely Sam Bairstow can light it up in that regards. Great golf course for Jonathan Vegas. And who could forget? He won Quail Hollow just a few weeks ago. So we get Johnny Vegas in some nice form. Think of long irons, long and straight driving. That is where you want Johnny Vegas. And this is a golf course that provides that. So Johnny Vegas, 57. Who do we like towards the middle of the 5K range? And how deep do we really need to go? It's crazy that some of these prices. I like Justin Lauer on big golf courses, but it's a tad too hard for him. Chris Goddard at 5,400, you're getting an elite skill set with the driver. If Chris Goddard's driving it well, his floor really, really, really raises. And at 54, you're going to need that made cut. I think you can make it. Brian Campbell he won't be able to reach so many fairways, so cross him off. And towards the bottom, I don't know. Trevor Cohn. The lowest I would go is Trevor Cohn because Trevor Cohn gives you a high ceiling driver. So, yeah, that wraps it up. 5K plays, Trevor Cohn, Chris Goddard up. And towards the top, we like Johnny Vegas, Sam Bairstow, and Jackson Coyven. Jackson Coyven stripes. Jackson Coyven is Nuke City off the tee. He's going to win a decent amount in his career. Maxi Molds, I'm down for Maxi Molds too. I think it's a good play. But my favorite young guy is probably Coyven this week. So that about wraps it up. Betting show coming, not sure when. One of these days, one of these hours. But you know where to find me. Any questions?